Three retired North Sea oil rigs, which were set to be dumped on a beach in India, will now be dismantled legally in Turkey. The Ocean Vanguard, Ocean Princess and Ocean Nomad have been detained in the Cromarty Firth since 2018 by the Scottish Environment Protection Agency. SEPA stepped in over fears its previous owners, Global Marketing Systems, or GMS, had planned to illegally scrap the rigs in India, where a poorly paid migrant workforce would take the vessels apart by hand. Here's our investigations correspondent, Mark Daly.
The Cromarty Firth in the north of Scotland. It's been home to three retired oil rigs that have become local landmarks. That's because in 2018, Scotland's Environment Agency stepped in to stop their previous owners, a company called GMS, from sending them here. Aliaga in India, where they would have been beached and torn apart for their valuable scrap metal by a poorly paid migrant workforce. This dangerous, dirty work was exposed as part of a BBC disclosure programme in 2020. These were the remains of another North Sea oil rig sent here by GMS. Many of the yards here have poor safety records. More than 130 workers have died since 2010, and shipbreaking is seriously bad for the environment. It's illegal to send UK vessels here without first stripping them of hazardous waste, but that doesn't always happen.
Rigs typically can contain hazardous material, things such as oil, asbestos, mercury, so it's our job to make sure that Scotland's waste does not become a problem abroad.
GMS has previously denied owning the rigs or intending to send them to India. 4 years after they were detained, the Cromarty Firth rigs are under new owners, and one of them is on the move. The others are expected to follow. They'll be dismantled in the shipbreaking yards of Aliaga in Turkey. Aliaga may look similar to Aliaga, but the conditions here are very different. The work here is monitored by European regulators. Strict safety rules are designed to protect the environment and human life. Ships are supposed to be dismantled out of the water, which should stop pollution leaching into the sea and soil.
Turkey is a legal destination under international waste law, and the conditions there are better than they are in India, Bangladesh and Pakistan. Turkey is a legal destination, India is not. Whilst it might be a legal destination, we do have some concerns that might not be the best destination for these platforms.
Groups like Shipbreaking Platform would prefer vessels like these were dismantled on modern dry docks where all waste can be completely contained. But that cuts into profit margins for people like the new owners of these rigs, Rota Shipping.
In Turkey, the cut part of the vessels are always on the land, on the concrete floor, which avoids the seawater pollution. Recycling a vessel or a rig in a dry dock is the best possible way to do it, but operationally it's very expensive, and in most of the cases it doesn't make feasible.
With an ageing North Sea fleet, many more rigs and ships will be decommissioned in the coming years. Where they end up may come down to how much profit can be made. Mark Daly, reporting Scotland.
And there is another chance to see that disclosure programme, A Deadly Trade, from Mark and the team, which will be shown on BBC One Scotland.